What's up, everybody? Justin here. I am excited. So excited. What a hell of a first pay-per-view that was. Great pay-per-view. Not every single match was 5 stars or great, but it was all very good. How just the pay-per-view flowed and went and ran. The passion of the crowd. This is a different fan base than WWE's, let me tell you that. It's way more passionate, way more invested, way more emotionally invested in the product. And that's all WWE's fault. That us WWE fans are not that into the product nowadays anymore. So, here is my first ever of many. Every time AEW has a big show or pay-per-view or AEW on TNT, I think I'm going to review it. I did a couple live reactions for Dustin Cody matchup and the main event, Kenny Jericho. And a short reaction for the women's triple threat that ended up being a 4-way because of a big, shocking surprise. Also did a reaction for the Battle Royale, which was fun to watch. So here we go with my first ever AEW Double or Nothing review. Just ended 10-20 minutes ago. So up first we had the kickoff, the pre-show, the buy-in. I watched it on YouTube, and AEW's YouTube did not have it streaming live right away. I don't know why. Their YouTube channel crashed or something. But anyways, I didn't even know this. TNT had a YouTube channel. I went to their YouTube. They actually had it on and going. So I got into the Battle Royal. It was probably going on for 4 to 5 minutes or 3 minutes. So I started watching it. Again, a lot of good talents in there. Joey Janela, MJF. God, what's that guy's name? The Luchasaurus. He was very good. Big man. Really good big man. Ace Romero. AC Baby was in there. Sonny Kiss. Tommy Dreamer was a surprise. He got a big pop in ECW chant. And I guarantee you a lot of AEW fans used to be ECW fans because they have the same passion. Or the Elite fans have the same passion as the old ECW fans used to. I'm an original, hardcore ECW fan. I thought they were great. So, the Battle Royal was good. It was entertaining. Tommy Dreamer brought in a trash can of weapons. Sean Spears was in it, formerly Ty Dillinger. He got a big pop and a lot of 10 chants. He was pretty over. Jungle Boy, Jimmy Havoc, Billy Gunn was in it. Glacier from WCW. He was only in it seriously, he was only in it 3 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. So, he had a really little guy. I think his name is Marco Stunt. I think the tiniest wrestler I've ever seen. That guy got speared and just tossed, pushed over the top rope by Ace Romero. That was a great spot. That was fun as hell to see. That was entertaining in the Battle Royale. Also, you had a wrestler. I think his name was Dustin Austin or something. Austin. The guy had no legs. That was amazing to see him do what he did. A man with no legs. Seriously. was in the Battle Royale. He actually eliminated the, I think his name is Austin something, I forget. But he actually, the guy with no legs, a wrestler with no legs, actually eliminated Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears. Brian Pillman Jr. was in it. He did some good stuff, but he wasn't in it long. So the final four were Jimmy Havoc, MJF, Luchasaurus, and God, I can't remember the other guy. Adam Page. Hangman Page was a surprise entrant. Hangman Page got the Joker card. Hangman Page, Adam Page was number 21. Number 22 was this guy with sunglasses. I think his name is Orange something. Sunglasses doing, it was a comedy. Obviously, he was doing these really stupid, weak looking kicks that were supposed to be a comedy act to Tommy Dreamer. And he was tossed out really quick. I don't know. I think his name is Orange something, but he got tossed out really quick. That was pretty damn funny. So the winner of the Battle Royale getting a world title shot, an AEW world title shot. I don't know when, at the next big show or big pay-per-view, I'm not sure. They announced they're going back to Chicago, I think in August. It's called All Out. AEW's All Out in Chicago, I think in August. So maybe the world title will be on the line there. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be on the line before August. So the winner, Hangman Page. Adam Hangman Page wins a Battle Royale. He gets a future world title shot guaranteed. So up first on the pay-per-view, or up next on the buy-in, it was called the buy-in, the pre-show, was Kip Sabian against Sammy Guevara, or whatever his last name is. I can't pronounce it. I just call him Sammy. And Kip Sabian, I believe, is from the UK. The guy was damn good, damn impressive. I predicted Sammy to win because I didn't know much about Kip Sabian, but the guy's damn good, and I wanted him to win. I was cheering for him to win during the match. He did win. Kip Sabian wins and defeats Sammy. I believe Sammy is a champion in, I think, AAA. Might be the world champion, I'm not sure. But Sammy has a bright future in AEW, but Kip Sabian, in my opinion, has a brighter future. That guy looked better than Sammy. So Kip Sabian wins. Now to the pay-per-view. The first match ever on an AEW pay-per-view is a 6-man tag. SCU. SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, SCU taking on wrestlers. I'm not going to try to pronounce their name. Wrestlers from Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, OWE. SCU gets the win. It was a pretty good, entertaining 6-man tag. I enjoyed it. SCU wins. I predicted they were going to lose. I don't know why. My final predictions I'll get to at the end of the video. So SCU wins a 6-man tag. Up next we had, what was next? What was next? After the 6-man tag, we had the women's, the women's match, I believe. The women's, first ever AEW women's match. It was a triple threat. Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose, and Britt Baker in a triple threat. But Brandy Rose comes out. Brandy Rhodes comes out on the stage and says, I'm making this. And she was in her gear. So everybody, I'm sure, thought oh no, Brandy's going to put herself in a match and put herself over. I did not think that. Brandy comes out on the stage and announces there is a fourth competitor in this matchup. It's a four-way now. Out comes Awesome Kong. Yes, Awesome Kong that dominated in TNA and was a real big part of the Knockouts division. Awesome Kong, I think this was a one-off. I don't know. I don't think she's going to sign for a year or two because I believe she announced she's retired from wrestling. And she started doing some acting and got a role on the show Glow on Netflix. So why would she have to come back? I don't think she needs the money. But Awesome Kong came back. I don't know if it's for one night only, but it was great to see her. She got a huge pop. It was shocking. It was a great surprise. And AEW Cody has said, Tony Khan has said there were going to be a few surprises. Awesome Kong was definitely a great surprise. So Fatal 4-Way, Awesome Kong, Britt Baker, Kylie Rae, and Nyla Rose. At one point in the beginning, Kylie Rae and Britt Baker teamed up against Awesome Kong. They were just tossed across the ring by Kong. And then Nyla Rose got taken out by Kong. Very good Fatal 4-Way. I missed a lot of it because of stupid Fight TV decided to stop streaming. And I did pay, but decided to stop streaming. It really pissed me off. It stopped streaming for one or two matches I did miss. But I got the outcomes after the show. Thankfully, I did not miss Cody, Dustin, and Kenny and Jericho. So Fatal 4-Way was good, I'm sure. I heard it was really good. I only saw 5 minutes of the beginning. But your winner, Britt Baker. Britt Baker wins. By the way, Allie was on commentary, formerly of Impact Wrestling. Allie. She was on commentary looking damn good. By the way, everybody should know, JR was on commentary. I thought he did a great job. I thought he did very good. So, again, Britt Baker, your winner of the first ever AEW women's match. Up next was a tag team matchup. The Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta taking on, I can't pronounce the guy's name, from Lucha Underground. He was a big star there. I think he was a world champion, but whatever. Him and Jack Evans against the Best Friends. Best Friends win it. Again, my stream on Fight TV decided to freeze and stop working. I don't know why. Maybe their website is crashing. I don't fucking know. But it did piss me off. But not that bad because I did get to see the main matches. I wanted to. Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor win. I did miss 90% of the match, but Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta win. They will be a good, fine tag team for AEW. Up next, we had the 6-women's tag, which I wanted to see, but I missed because of Fight TV. I don't know if Fight TV went out for anybody else, but it did for me. I don't know why. The site just stopped working. I should have got on pay-per-view, but I would have spent $10 to $20 more. So, 6-woman tag up next. A lot of Japanese women. I think some of them are from Joshi Pro Wrestling and other places. Asia Kong. I know she is going back a long time to 94, 95. I saw her a lot in WCW and WWF. So Asia Kong's team, the heels, against Hikari Sanada. She's great. I think she should be a future AEW Women's Champion. Hikari is so damn good. Really good. I'm a big fan of hers. So my prediction was right. I'm going to have to find the 6-woman tag match online and watch it probably tonight. So anyways, Hikaru Sadada, the babyface team wins the 6-woman tag. Up next, we had, what was next? Cody and Dustin. Great video package before the match. And then Cody has a great entrance. A throne. Looks like a Triple H type throne that the King of Kings, Triple H, would sit in. I think it even had Triple H's like symbol. Like that weird looking cross symbol for like Triple H, the King of Kings gimmick. Anyways, a throne had that symbol. This was kind of like a shot from Cody, I guess, to WWE or Triple H. Triple H, you kind of started it. And I love Triple H. I think the guy's a great wrestling mind, has done great things in NXT. For NXT and for the talents that were in NXT. I think he's booked them tremendously and really well. Triple H is a smart man. The guy knows how to run a company. I wish he could run WWE because I think Vince is really out of touch because how old he is. I think he's lost it. Yeah, he's still making the company a lot of money, but creatively, Vince has lost it. He's all over the place. He doesn't take good ideas and use them. He changes his mind too much and uses bad ideas. So whatever. Cody has a sledgehammer and breaks the throne and smashes it. It kind of blows up and smoke goes up in the air. That was pretty cool. So Cody, Dustin comes out in red gear, red and black. Half of his face painted red and black. Dustin Rhodes, the natural, against his younger brother, Cody. And my God, I hope Dusty saw this. I hope their father, Dusty, got to have a big smile on his face, looking down, watching his two sons basically have a big main event match on a pay-per-view of part of Cody's company. I'm not going to say it's all Cody's company because it's not. Tony Khan is the boss. It's Tony Khan's company. That's my opinion. It's Tony Khan's company because that guy's signing the checks. Cody's not. Yeah, Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny, they have a stake. They're part of the company, but they're not. They didn't start it, in my opinion. My opinion, Tony Khan, no matter what, Tony Khan was going to start this company. And he was going to go after the Bucks and Kenny and Cody. And he got them. I'm sure they wanted to come there when they found out you can be vice presidents. And you can have creative control, stuff like that. And I'm not going to get into if the elite is going to put themselves over too much or if they have too much creative control. I'm not going to get into that. I don't care to get into that. Maybe in a year, I'll talk about that after I see a lot more of AEW and what they do with them. So anyways, Tony Khan, in my opinion, was going to start AEW no matter what. He was going to go after JR, go after the elite. And even if All In did not sell out and be successful, if All In never happened, I still believe Tony Khan would have started a company. And it would be called AEW probably. And he would still have the elite and JR. Because Tony Khan had a plan, in my opinion, to start this company way before All In happened. So Cody, Dustin, just a very just. I wouldn't really. It was a good match, really good. But it was a bloodbath. I don't know if it was. I wouldn't call it a wrestling match. It was a fight. It was a war. It was a bloodbath. It was fucking awesome. It had emotion in it. I was emotionally invested in Cody Dustin. How could you not be? If you weren't really emotionally invested in this match and into it. You don't have a heartbeat. You're not alive inside. How could you not be? Two brothers going at it for, I'm sure they're both proud as hell. I'm sure they felt, oh, I don't know this, but maybe they felt dusty in their presence there. I don't know. I don't know how they felt. I don't know if they felt Dusty's presence. But two brothers going at it, bleeding all over each other. Dustin busted open bad. The guy's head was above his eyebrows, dripping and just pouring out like a faucet of blood. I loved it. I love matches that are violent and bloody and gory and that have real emotion. I love that. I love that stuff. I love those type of matches. I'm not talking about death matches. I'm talking about wars that are bloodbaths. They didn't have to use a fucking fluorescent light tubes. They didn't have to use that. They didn't have to use barbed wire. They just beat the crap out of each other. And it was great. It was great. I loved it. It was fantastic. Man, it reminded me of ECW. And not just ECW, but Dustin Cody, just matches like that are the reason why I love wrestling. The matches like that are the reason I fell in love with pro wrestling, that have real emotion attached to them. It was so great. Cody wins. It was a war. I did a reaction to it. Check out my reaction. Cody hits a couple crossroads, and again, Dustin's blood was all over Cody's body. All over him. Earl Hebner was the ref. Good to see him back. Because WWE treated him pretty badly. Earl. So Crossroads hit, I believe, for the second or third time on Crossroads. The Dustin Cody Rhodes wins. It was the right decision. Dustin was laying down in the ring a long time after the match. Cody left the ring to give Dustin the spotlight and let him get a standing ovation. Was it Dustin's last match ever? No, it is not. I believe he'll wrestle a couple more times. I believe he might wrestle for another year. I don't know. Dustin is not done. Cody gets on the mic and says, brother, I can't remember everything he said, but he goes, brother, I'm not letting you hang them up. You are not retiring. Because I feel like, give me a minute here. So yeah, Cody gets on the mic, says, brother, I signed a contract at Fight for the Fallen event in Jacksonville. I'm not sure if it's going to be on pay-per-view or what, or if it's going to be on YouTube or online to stream for free. I don't know. Maybe it'll be on TNT. I don't know. But Cody says, I signed a contract for a tag match. And then Cody says, I don't just want any old partner or one of my friends or something like that. He goes, I need a brother. And he says, I need an older brother to be my tag partner. That was great. Dustin got emotional. Cody was emotional. They hugged it out. They cried. I mean, brother's blood. They hugged it out. It was great. Great moment. I got emotional. I had tears in my eyes. It was great. So Cody wins like I predicted. I did not expect Dustin to bleed that much. My goodness, the guy's going to need a lot of stitches and staples. So up next was a great war, hell of a tag match, and it was a war. Neither team would lay down. They kept kicking out over and over and over, near fall after near fall. They just beat the crap out of each other. Up next was the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix against other brothers, real brothers, the Young Bucks. It was great. A lot of high spots, a lot of just really impactful, just awesome high spot moves. They beat the crap out of each other. I predicted the Lucha Brothers, but they did not win. The Young Bucks win, and it was probably the right decision. If you're going to keep pushing the Young Bucks as a top tag team, they'll probably be tag champs. So the Young Bucks are going to take on Cody and Dustin, I believe, in June or July at Fight for the Fallen. That should be a really good, fun tag match to watch. I hope Fight for the Fallen is available somewhere to watch it because I want to watch. I want to see it. Whatever AEW does from now on, any show they put on, I will want to watch. I'm all in with All Elite Wrestling. I loved what I saw tonight. Young Bucks win. It was a hell of a tag match for the AAA tag titles. I think Young Bucks are still tag champs for AAA. Up next was the main event. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho 2. They did it once in Japan. First time ever in the United States. It was the main event. It was a hell of a match, hell of a fight. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm surprised it didn't go a little longer, but it shouldn't have been too long, and it wasn't. I really enjoyed it. Kenny double stomps on top of the table onto Jericho's body. Kenny does a swanton over the top, takes out the table and Jericho. Just awesome stuff. Kenny even set up a table, and God, who went through it? I think Kenny went through it later. Or maybe, I think Kenny or Jericho went through the table. I can't really remember. I'm kind of burnt out from watching and blown up in a really good way, though. So Kenny, Jericho had 3 different entrances. That was really cool. He had the Lionheart, Chris Jericho entrance. And then he had the WWE Y2J entrance where he had the light bright jacket on. And I don't think that was Jericho. I think it was some other wrestler playing the Lionheart and Y2J. And then today's era, Chris Jericho, the evil Jericho, comes out. I think he had some paint and like an Alice Cooper look on his face. That's like his new character. He's calling himself evil. So they tore it up. Hell of a main event. Jericho wins. I was pretty surprised Jericho wins. So Jericho will take on Hangman Page for the world title in the future. Jericho, Hangman Page, one of them will be crowned the first ever AEW World Champion. Now to my final prediction. Oh yeah, how could I forget this? My goodness. Jericho's on the mic, ripping the fans, saying, Jericho's AEW. You are all here because of me coming to AEW. The TV deals because of Jericho and everything. Everything's because of Jericho. Jericho has his back turned. Out of the crowd, the fans start standing and he gets a huge pop. They show him on camera. He gets even a bigger pop. Jon Moxley out of the crowd like he used to in the Shield. Except this is not PG Jon Moxley. This is not Dean Ambrose. This is Jon Moxley. The guy's going to do great things in AEW because he's going to have a lot of creative control over himself. He's not going to have to be told, no, you can't do that. You can't say that. You can't cut your own promos. You got to have scripted promos. All the storylines and ideas he gave to Vince and WWE creative writers. They have way too many fucking writers, by the way. I'm sure of it. He was probably told over and over and over for well over a year or 2 or 3, 4 years. He was probably told, no, we're not using your ideas. And the guy was unhappy. God bless him for leaving, for taking his ball and going elsewhere where they will not hold him down and hold him back and make him a PG fucking weak ass puppet. This Jon Moxley and AEW is going to be great. The guy's unleashed. The guy's unchained. It is going to be fan-fucking-tastic. I can't wait to see what he does. Jon Moxley gets in the ring. Jericho turns around, points at him. Jericho looks shocked, says, what the hell is he doing here? Dirty deeds, DDT to Jericho. DDT to the ref. DDT to Kenny Omega. Kenny actually pushed and speared and took out Jon Moxley out of the ring. Kenny, Moxley were just going at it back and forth. Punches, rapid fire punches. They go into the crowd. It was awesome. A great ending to a pay-per-view. Go into the crowd, they fight. Then they go up on the giant casino chips that you gamble with. They go up on the stage on top of the chips. It's like 8 to 10 foot drop or 9 foot drop. I don't know. Up on the chips. Jon Moxley hits a DDT to Kenny on the chips. Kenny's knocked out. Picks up Kenny. Death Valley driver tosses Kenny off the chips. Kenny crashes through the stage. Great way to end AEW's Double or Nothing. Jon Moxley is AEW. And it feels so good. This whole pay-per-view felt so good from what I saw. And I saw a lot. I missed two and a half matches. But I gave you all the results of what I saw. And I saw the end. I got to see Cody, Dustin, and Kenny and Jericho and Jon Moxley's AEW debut. It was epic. By the way, Lucha Bros, Young Bucks, that was epic. Go out of your way to watch that match somehow. And go out of your way to watch Dustin Cody. And go out of your way to watch Jon Moxley's debut. It was great. And my goodness, AEW. I'm all in with them as a company. I loved what I saw. Reminds me of ECW. Reminds me of a mix of everything good in wrestling. Violence, hardcore, blood, just great tag team wrestling, a bloodbath and wars and hard hitting. It was awesome. Good women's matches. They had just about everything. Just about everything on this show. And for years and years and years of Impact is not competition anymore. At one point they kind of were when they were TNA. But AEW's real competition. They're real competition. They're a real different alternative, and it's fucking great for wrestling fans. All wrestling fans win. We all win with AEW here. It is a great alternative. I loved what I saw from the first ever show. I'm going to keep watching. I'll keep watching WWE too, but All Elite Wrestling, what they did tonight, Double or Nothing, was fantastic. My final predictions, I went 3 for 6. I believe. Yeah, 3 matches I predicted right. 6 I predicted wrong. So I went 3 for 6. My final grade for Double or Nothing gets an A. It gets an A. Not quite an A plus, but very close, because I didn't really expect to see Jon Moxley. I was hoping I'd see him, but I didn't think he'd show. I did not expect CM Punk, and I'm glad I did not. It would have been cool. It would have got everybody talking even more, but they didn't need CM Punk. They did not. Jon Moxley's enough. And maybe they have other surprise talents, maybe, when they're on TNT. Final grade is an A. It's a A. Not quite an A plus, but it's a A. Also, I'm going to bring up before Cody Dustin. Bret Hart was announced. Bret the Hitman Hart was announced and came out. That was pretty shocking and a surprise. Big surprise because Bret Hart was just at the WWE put in the Hall of Fame as a member of the Hart Foundation. But good for Bret. The guy's not under contract. He can go wherever he wants. So Bret Hart gets on the mic. He looked very happy to be there and excited. Then Bret brings out Hangman Page. Bret Hart as the new AEW World title. He reveals it. But before that, by the way, the AEW World title is like giant. It's an awesome looking belt, I think. So then Hangman Page comes out, gets in the ring with Bret. And then MJF comes on the stage, does great work, great heel promo on Bret and Hangman Page, calling Hangman Page a horse, saying, "What you want a horse as your top star," or stuff like that. Just funny shit, entertaining on the mic. MJF is great. You could tell his promo was not scripted like stupid WWE does way too much. Too many scripted promos. If you can't do a real promo, after getting like 2 or 3 bullet points and you still can't cut a real promo with real emotion and not scripted, get out of the business, is my opinion. So, MJF says to Bret, hey Bret, there's a fan coming for you. There's a fan coming for you. And then MJF starts laughing and marking out and popping himself. That was fantastic. That was great. That got a ton of heat on MJF. At the time, it was not funny. But MJF bringing it up, that's great. That's being a great fucking heel. MJF got a lot of asshole chants. It was awesome. MJF is a star. That guy's a great heel. That guy's a great talker. MJF reminds me of a young EC3 when he was doing damn good in TNA. In Impact. So my final grade's an A. Predictions, I went 3 for 6. What's your grade for AEW's Double or Nothing? What do you give it? I give it an A. Hope you enjoy my review. And I can't wait. And I'm so looking forward to more All Elite Wrestling. This is what I need. As a wrestling fan, this is what I want. And this is what I need. And thank you. Thank God I'm getting it. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you, Cody. I guess thank you, the Young Bucks. And thank you, Kenny. But mostly, thank you, Tony Khan. Because you're putting your money into this. I have so badly wanted a show like this and a different alternative. Something that is not PG, and I got it. I got my wish, and I love the alternative. Bye for now, everybody.